You're probably making at least one of these 5 handmade product pricing mistakes that can cost you sales, attract the wrong customers to you, and maybe even cause you to go out of business.
What up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, it's me, Rich, and as always, trying to build, grow Feral Publication. Yesterday, I dropped a video kind of talking about the vending machine and kind of where my mind was at, what I was thinking, and someone was asking me how I landed on $5, and I thought it was a very interesting topic, a very interesting thing to get into because someone like me, and I know this is so strange. I like business. It's very fun to build a self-sustaining system that adds value to people's lives. I find that fun and interesting. With that being said, the way I landed on the $5 per 20 zines that I would print is multiple factors. One of them being that I'm charging 50 cents per zine. Now, some people were telling me, why don't I charge $1? The reason why is as the price goes up, the accessibility goes down, right? And we all understand that, especially marginalized groups, is that if it costs too much, we just can't fucking do it. You know what I mean? And that's the reality of it. And that's how the economics keeps things away for certain people. Someone like me that I want to make zines commonplace thing. I want to make them accessible for everyone. That's one of the goals. Knowing that I couldn't charge more than what is the bare minimum I could charge, right? So from that point, we have to remember that each zine I sell will be for 50 cents. So then the question becomes, from those 50 cents, how do we break up the cost versus what the zinesters make versus what Feral Publication makes, right? That's from 50 cents. So instead of dealing in the micro like that, 50 cents, I don't like doing math like that. My mind was, well, what is 20 zines times 50 cents? If you're bad at math, I am as well, but that's why we have calculators, right? So what is that? It's $10, right? So $10 is potentially what we're going to make from every 20 zines. Now, if we're going to make $10 and I'm paying zinesters $5, that means they're getting paid half. And like I said, the time and labor is what I'm paying you for because I will print them myself and there is no postage necessary since I'm making them here in my own little shop, right? So that means from those $5, some people would think, oh, you're splitting that in half. I'm really not. I'm giving the zinesters the bigger half because from that same $5 that I'm getting as a company, I have to pay for the gas, I have to pay for the printing, I may have to pay for the location, right? And then after all that is paid, whatever is left over from that goes to the company to then try to buy more vending machines and continuously grow and build this thing that we're trying to grow and build. So that was my mentality of, one, I want to make zines accessible, but because of that, that means that zinesters that participate in this might not make as much, right? Like if I was selling your zines for $1, then technically I could give you $5 for every 10 sold. You know what I mean? Instead of for every 20. But because the plan and the objective is to make them accessible to more people, I hope zinesters are okay with that. That's why I even said to put in a calling card. That way, hopefully, you can connect with people. Your voice can connect with somebody, and then you build out your own thing on your own platform. And then secondly, why pay the bigger half to the zinester? Because someone was saying, well, if that's the case, shouldn't it be maybe $3 for expense, $3 for you, $3 for the zinester? Something of that sort, kind of a 30-30, maybe 40 breakdown. No, because for me, I'm here to empower and amplify marginalized voices. So like if you could make a mini zine, get $5 and then use those $5 for your own marketing strategy, use those $5 to then put more products and listings on Etsy and things like that. All that helps me with my company goal of amplifying, of empowering, of disseminating and making zines a more commonplace, but as well as different perspectives and voices being just shot out to the world, right? So all that helps. And so that was kind of the thinking behind, one, how I priced the zines out, right? If, the 50 cents was a planned idea. I told them, what is the cheapest? And then they said 50 cents. That's the lowest the vending machines can go. And I said, okay, well then give me that, right? And that's my point of, everything was done with intent. Everything is intentional. Even when I'm painting the zinesters and everything that I've been doing, I really do think it out, and I enjoy that portion of the creation. But alright guys, now you know that's kind of where the thinking was at. That's where my mind was at. Alright guys, till tomorrow. Lights.
Fight the fascists.